Hey, what's going on, everybody? Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Wednesday. And of course, we're going to jump into the Bitcoin price. We're going to see what's going on with some tweets and some news updates, as well as, you know, talk about what's going on with the supply shock. So, with that being said, make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin. Set up automatic DCA. You can wire up to $10 million over to Swan and start the DCA. Speaking of up to $10 million, I'm sure by now, back when I posted a while ago, I think it was maybe 6 months to a year ago, I was up to about 500,000 in referrals through my Swan link. So I'm sure it's pretty much over $1 million now in Bitcoin buys just through my, affiliate link, and just for me sharing and helping people buy Bitcoin. So shout out to everybody that's been buying Bitcoin. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on X, hit that like button, hit that share for me as well. Head over to bitcoin.fiatdad.com and pre-order my new book. Not only that, we're going to have a Bitcoin party in July, God willing. So that's the plan right now. Things could change, but right now we're looking at Bitcoin Bit Exit Party in Orlando. So make sure you guys check that out as well. That's going to be at, I'll actually show you guys the website actually, and it's actually on my Twitter as well. So make sure you guys check that out. So with that being said, let's jump into the Bitcoin price. The Bitcoin price. Make sure you head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Scan this QR code right here, or head over to bitcoin.fiatdad.com and pre-order my new book. And again, party coming soon. We're going to be partying in July. Nothing crazy, not like a conference. It's just a party. We're going to get together, chill, eat good, chill. It's even for people that don't really know about Bitcoin. So we want to make sure that we, party and invite all no corners and help them get orange pilled and, have a good time and, show them the good vibes with Bitcoin and Bitcoiners. So with that being said, jump into the Bitcoin price. All right, so right now I am in a trade, but let's just jump over to. Actually, I had a trade much earlier, but I didn't. I actually took profits on that trade because I seen that we were starting to come down. So I took profits up here. I told you guys earlier that I was in a trade, and I didn't tell you guys that I was in a trade. I told you guys that we're going to hit 45K. We haven't hit it yet. We're at 44,197. And let's jump into the Bitcoin price. So right now, we're going to jump to the hourly chart. I was looking at the 5-minute chart. Looks like we are flagging unless we continue to come down here. And we have a red dot here on Market Cipher, as you guys can see right here as well. So with Market Cipher, pretty good indicator, guys. I've been showing you guys for the past, year. All the calls that I made is based on Market Cipher. Shout out to Crypto Face. If you're interested in that, link will be down in the description. Also, disclaimer, if you don't know how to trade, don't trade, because you can and you will lose your money, and you can and will get liquidated, especially if you don't risk manage, right? So if you're not taking the proper steps to risk manage and you're just going to, trade, trade with a baby bag, don't trade with your main bag, and your main bag should be your HODL bag BTC. All right, so make sure you guys do that. All right, so back to the charts here. So right now we are at resistance at 44,430. I will put an alert here, and then when we cross that, I will send that out on Twitter. So be on the lookout for that. But based on what I'm seeing here, let's pull these fibs from the low to the high. We could come back down to 43,000 around here, even come down to the 50% retracement level, which is here. But I would guess, right? I would guess that we would come anywhere between these two places before head higher. Or if we are flagging up here, we're going to range bound. Let me draw this for you guys. So we can do something like this. And then head higher. All right, so we shall see how that goes. And then again, the level is 45,000 for my first target. We can even hit 46,000. And long-term target, again, let's look at the 4-hour. And let me get this out of here. All right, so we're looking at the 4-hour chart. I had fibs drawn on the weekly, but I don't think it's on here anymore, or it's on a different chart. All right, so 4-hour. Look at this, guys. 4-hour. We had that 4-hour green dot at 7 o'clock this morning. If you would have went long here, and you would have made a lot of money, or made some money, depending on your position size. All right, so we're gonna jump to the. Let's jump to the daily because this is the weekly actually. Weekly is fine because the fibs will still show the same levels, and that's going to be where we hit, which I've shown in previous videos. We hit that 48,000, almost $50,000 level. So right now is actually, you can see on the weekly time frame. Let me delete all this and delete this as well. All right, so as you can see on the weekly time frame, we are flagging. Let me get this out of here. And that out of here. Okay, cool. Got a lot of drawings on this chart. All right, cool. All right, so as you can see here, we are flagging on the weekly time frame. I actually just tweeted not too long ago. I said, hey, if we get this green dot, which looks like it's going to appear here on the weekly, it's go time. As you can see here, the green dot went green in September, and then we also had a green dot back here in January of 2023. It's the beginning of 2023, yep. It's the beginning of the year last year. So as you can see here, we're going to be flagging. Here it looks like we could pop out, and the target is for the flag. It's going to be 58,000 is the next target level if you guys are looking to trade. If we can break this level, then 58,000, 50 to 58,000, then all-time high is the levels in my opinion. Let's see how that lines up with the fibs. If you're watching on IG, head over to twitter.com/ChrisKnight407. I actually turned the screen for you guys so you can kind of see what's going on. So if you're watching on IG, head over to, read the description right there and get your $10 free Bitcoin. What's up? All right, cool. So let's see where the fibs point at. High to low. That's the 786 level. 886 would be 62,000. So, these levels are definitely looking like a real possibility sooner than later because of all the buying with BlackRock and the ETFs. So with that being said, let's jump into 4-hour real quick. Real quick. 4-hour looking good. And then 1 hour. Again, thinking that we're flagging, but we do have a red dot here, so I am expecting maybe another down and then up. And that would be your bearish divergence before we head higher. So this could hit, again, 45 to 49,000 again before heading lower, but we shall see. I'm not a psychic. I don't know. I'm just showing you guys what could happen, and you should react to what's going to happen and not try to predict what's going to happen. Because all this could be wrong. All right. But, right here, we had the 200 and the 10 or 200 and the 20 EMA here together, and then we broke above. So those are great trading tools and indicators that you can use to trade. But with that being said, let's jump to the 30-minute. Headed down on Market Cipher. So again, once we break out here, I would play the breakout to 46,000. Just a quick little scalp trade, and then just below, perfect. 1 to 3, and if we go for it, we could do. That'll be your second target, 48,000. All right, so those are potential trades that I would take if we were to break out. Again, we could come back down and then head higher. So we'll see how that goes. Let's jump into Twitter and read some of these tweets. Jump into tweet. I don't call it X, guys. I call it Twitter. You see that? Twitter.com. All right. God, candle ain't coming. Getting ready. Let's go. All right. All right, cool. So let's jump into the news here that I have wanted to share with you guys, or some of the tweets that I want to share with you guys. I'm sure if you guys are already following me on Twitter, then you've already seen these. If you are not following me on Twitter, make sure you head over to twitter.com/Chris9407 or x.com, whatever you want to call it. All right, so here we are. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching on X, hit that like button for me. Normies be like, that's a funny video. Stay humble, stack sats. Wealth gain hastily, which means fast, will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little, it will increase. That's right. That's same. This is Proverbs 13:11, and what I would say is this is kind of like your Bitcoin versus your altcoins, right? Your altcoins, you can make some money, right, real fast, but you can also lose that money super fast, right? So be careful if you guys are, gambling with the altcoins. Stack your Bitcoin and chill. And even though you might not get as high, or you'll get high returns, you just have to have a longer time preference. So even though you can make money with altcoins, right, and that's nothing wrong with that. If you choose to do so, you're American, right? You're a human being. You do whatever you want to do. Just be careful because as fast as it comes, it's just as fast as it can go. Here is the link to the Bitcoin Bit Exit party in Orlando, just around the corner, which means a couple months away in July. So time flies, so that's why it says just around the corner. Also, I had Chat GPT write this, guys. I don't be writing this stuff, guys. Come on now. We got to work smarter, not harder, guys. Chat GPT, use it to your advantage, guys. All right, so here is the link, and for you guys that were asking, what are the details? So everything's pretty much here. I'm gonna try to get a few special guests, not too many. It's not like a conference. It's just a party where we hang out, chill for 2 days. And you guys can, hang out and do whatever you want in Orlando, and then you have a spot to come chill at afterwards or during the day. It's Friday night and Saturday during the day and at night. If you did get the VIP ticket, you have access to stay at the Airbnb, because the Airbnb is going to be I think it holds, let me check how many rooms it has. All right. So it can hold 16 guests. 4 bedrooms and 4 bedrooms, 7 beds. So it can sleep 16 guests. Actually, I'll show you guys here. If I could bring it over, I'll just copy the link. We're gonna barbecue. We're gonna have a DJ. We're gonna chill. I'm gonna DJ. My girl's gonna DJ. We're gonna DJ for y'all. And this is the spot, right? So if you guys want to come hang out at the Bitcoin Bit Exit here in Orlando, let me just show you guys the photos. And again, for now, this is the plan, but it's subject to change. We may get a bigger place. We may get another place. This is actually right by the airport, because we could get a place over in Davenport or Kissimmee, but that's super far, much farther away from the airport. I want to kind of get something closer to the airport so you guys don't have to drive so far. But yeah, so if you guys want to come party, we're going to have the Bitcoin party here. We're going to be cooking. If you do the VIP, then you get, access to free food. You're going to get some merchandise. You're going to get to hang out. Early admission. You guys get some merch. I already said that. And, you get to chill. And it's the Bitcoin party. So we're going to party, right? And here's the place you guys can come and chill at. Pretty dope Airbnb spot. nice rooms, nice everything, right? So, you know, again, if you guys get the VIP, if you decide to stay, you guys can stay at the Airbnb. And if not, that's a-okay. That's a-okay. But you have until July, right? So it's $300, save $100 a month. From 3 months from now, that's May. And then, you know, you have plenty of time to, you know, get your tickets and get your flight and all that good stuff. So what's Bitcoin doing right now? Bitcoin dipped under 40. No, we're at 40,210. Okay, cool. All right, on to the next. Scrolling down. All right, if you said BTC to 10K, you have no credibility. Bitcoin almost at 45K. I did see that we had some liquidations at 43,600. So I'm pretty sure a lot of liquidations happen. We'll check that CoinGlass site in just a moment. Again, 2 hours ago, I said once we get that green dot on the weekly time frame, as I mentioned, it is go time. So we are headed up on the weekly chart, so we'll see how that plays out. All right, as you can see here, we had a nice little two piece. Crazy leverage, right? Look at that, 44x. Don't be like me. I'm a degen. Shout out to the new CEO of Premium Management Solutions, Candace. I can take a step back now. Shout out to Candace. All right, if you guys have not seen the live stream with Pastor Coin and myself talking about Bitcoin and God yesterday, we were live, so make sure you go check that out. It's on the YouTube channel, or you can scroll down the page and find it. All right, let's see. Imagine sitting online arguing about politicians when you have Bitcoin. You can opt out of the entire fraud system, guys. Govern yourself. Nobody's coming to save you, not Trump or Biden or any other politician that you guys may, you know, see on the TV. So protect yourself. Opt out. Jeff Booth be killing it. If you didn't see this video with Jeff Booth, I will share the video again. Jeff Booth was on Mark Moss's YouTube channel, and he's talking about how, you know, a lot of people invest into the stock market and to the top, you know, the Magnificent Seven, I think is what they call it in the stock market. And if you did not know that, you know, without the top 7 tech stocks, the S&P would be in the negative. So, you know, I learned a lot, and I always learn, and I recommend you guys always learn. And, you know, I love Jeff Booth because he always explains how, you know, a free market is always deflationary. Technology makes things cheaper, but because we live in a fraud system that is designed to steal our wealth through inflation and, you know, stupid policies and laws, you know, we have the system that we're in now. And, you know, you can opt out of all that with Bitcoin, and everything trends to zero against Bitcoin. All your real estate and stocks are losing value in terms of Bitcoin. So you need to be pricing things in Bitcoin and not pricing things in fiat, which is what I keep telling you guys. So if you keep pricing things in fiat, things will continue to be more expensive, which is why we keep saying, hey, let's go to this site real quick before we go on to the next tweet. This is where we go into priced in Bitcoin21.com. And then we're going to go to housing, and this is in SaaS, but we're going to go to Bitcoin. All right, so let's go to 5 years. In 5 years, houses have fallen 79% when you price it in Bitcoin. 3 years, 69% when you price it in Bitcoin. 1 year, prices have fallen 58% when you price it in Bitcoin. Even year to date, 60% when you price it in Bitcoin. So if you're going to price things, you need to price it in the unit of account where it is actually deflationary versus inflationary, which is our US dollar. So once you know these things, you kind of can't unsee it, right? You can't unsee these things, which is why I'm such a Bitcoin maxi, and why I, you know, come on here and teach you guys and tell you guys about Bitcoin all the time, because I want you to, you know, get on the ark, right? Noah was crazy when he was building the ark, but then when it started to rain, then they wanted to get on the ark, right? So don't be last on the ark, or don't complain, right? Because we keep seeing these videos and these TikTokers, and, you know, everybody complaining every single day about the cost of food, and it's just a continuous cycle, guys. It's going to continue to be that way. But I digress. Let's see here. Median house and price in Bitcoin, 9 Bitcoin, guys. Median price, and it's going to continue to go down. in Bitcoin. So price everything in Bitcoin versus fiat, because in fiat it's the complete opposite. The prices of houses keep going up, and it's actually not the prices of the house going up, it's your US dollar losing value over time. All right, the house did not go up in value. It's the same house, it's the same everything, but instead the dollar has lost its value. And as you can see here, 5 years lost 92% of its value against Bitcoin. 3 years, 13%. 1 year, 48%. Let's jump to, I want to go to stocks. Where the stocks at? Where them stocks at? Where the S&P at? I went over this in another video not too long ago, but here we are. Okay, you got a little bit of green. You got a little bit of green. You got a little bit of green here, but 5 years, the stocks are down 85. S&P 500 down 85% compared to Bitcoin. The Nasdaq 80%. Dow Jones 88% over 5 years. Real estate down 9. Oh, this is the sector. Down 91%. So if you're going to price things in Bitcoin, you're going to be able to live in abundance. If you price things in fiat, you're going to live in scarcity, because they're going to print your money into oblivion, and it's going to continue to lose value, lose value, lose value. I digress. Let us go back to Twitter. All right. If you're watching on Twitter or X or on YouTube, make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe, and retweet so people can get this information out. Right, so they can be informed, or at least they can hear a different voice. It's good to hear different voices, different opinions, different sides of things. And I've been in Bitcoin since 2016, so I've been here for a while, and I know what I'm talking about. So I just want to help you guys out. And with that being said, imagine playing Monopoly and never buying any assets or investments that generate income. Imagine you just went around collecting $200, giving your money to the rich, and trying to stay out of jail. That's how most people live their life. So make sure you buy some assets. So this would be, you go around, buy some houses, all that stuff. But houses, nobody wants to buy houses. Not even that, nobody wants to buy houses. Unless you're buying an investment property, it's not really ideal to buy a home, right? Because the home is going to, well, I mean, you can get a 3.5, you put 3.5% down on a FHA loan, right? So, you could do that. But if you're going to buy a property, it's really for the cash flow and tax incentives. If you're going to buy a property, it's one way that you could store your value, but it's inferior against Bitcoin. So why would you invest in something that's not going to do the best it can, right? So if you're going to put your money into something, you might as well put your money into something that's going to be the best, right? The best outcome, the best opportunity cost for your money would be Bitcoin. Unless, again, you're looking to avoid those taxes legally and to generate cash flow. So depends on what you're looking for, but the highest ROI would be in Bitcoin. All right, so if you have a family member or friend that wants to sell their home quick, whether they had a family member pass away, divorce, or you see some crazy cribs out there looking raggedy, right? Take a picture and get the address, send it to us, and we will pay you up to $5,000 for every successful deal that we're able to close. And I'm not buying I'm not personally buying the houses. We have a group of investors that buy houses, and what we're doing is we're going to send them the deal, and if they're interested in it, they will buy it, and I will pay you guys up to $5,000. So if you're in, no matter where you are at nationwide, if you guys see a raggedy house, take a picture, get the address, send it to me. We'll contact the owners, and if we're able to close on that deal, then I will send you $5,000. So I just wanted to explain that, because I know I just talked about houses and real estate being trash, but that's still not going to stop me from making money, flipping a contract or flipping a house to someone that wants to, buy a house, right? And people still out here buying houses. People still out here buying gold. So, it is what it is. 9 hours ago, 43, from 43 to 45K incoming. We are not at 45K, but I do believe we will hit it soon. 118 multiplier effect concept. Looked it up. That's Bank of America. British Hodl talks about that. Let's see. Retail buyers are selling their Bitcoin. I mean, they must sell it because they probably have bills to pay. So make some money and buy it back before it's too late. Another video is what I was saying earlier. People are making constant videos about the cost of living and being, in a position where you're just working to pay your bills, right? And this is a reality for most people. So opt out of that system with Bitcoin. Let's see. Bitcoin to a milli, whether you want to believe it or not, because most people, I think we can possibly, this cycle, I do believe we can hit anywhere between 750,000 to $1,000,000 Bitcoin. Sounds crazy, right? But it was also crazy when Bitcoin went from $1,000 to $20,000 and from $3,000 to $69,000. So, you know, it is possible because, again, of BlackRock and all the ETFs buying Bitcoin. So, Arthur Hayes thinks that we can. Samson thinks we can. Bitcoin Chris, myself, thinks we can, and a lot of people don't think we can. So that's why I think we can, because Bitcoin always does the unthinkable. And $1 million Bitcoin, it would just shock the entire planet, which Bitcoin has always done. It's the best performing asset on planet Earth. So, with that being said, let's continue. Oh yeah, we are effectively borrowing from our future generations. So borrowing without consent is stealing. Learn about Bitcoin for the sake of your descendants, for the sake of your children, right? You think it's bad now? Imagine what our kids are going to grow up in, and how bad and how much less purchasing power the U.S. dollar will have. Because back in the day when our parents were growing up, they had that strong USD because they didn't print it as much as they did now. And now it's bad for us. And imagine for our children, stack some Bitcoin and chill. Let's see. Is there anything else I wanted to cover? Okay, MicroStrategy did buy more Bitcoin, 850 Bitcoin. Delinquencies on credit cards and auto loans spiked to all-time high. And there goes the Pastor Coin video. Go check that out. My music page, if you guys like hip hop, check that out. Yes, you can send Bitcoin via text. Check out this video. Bitcoin Dad, check that out. And I think that's it for the tweets. Let's go over to, okay, one more thing. If you do have children, you should add your kids on as an authorized user. And, you know, if we're in the system anyway, guys, you got to use the system to your advantage. A lot of people keep crying about debt. And, you know, there's good debt and there's bad debt. So use the good debt to your advantage and the bad debt not to your advantage. If you're watching on IG, head over to Twitter or YouTube, like it says in the bio, and you guys can see what I'm showing everybody. Okay, perfect. All right, so if you have children, add your kids on as an authorized user. The ages are here below. All right, so that way we're in the system. We can't really do anything about it. You might as well use it to your advantage, and while you're using it to your advantage, save and store your value and energy in Bitcoin, guys. Okay, here is the list. Check that out if you have children. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, if you guys are looking into, you know, saving money on taxes, if you have a business or if you are in real estate, it's a great video by Myron Golden. I'll retweet that because, you know, you need to learn how to, again, utilize the system to your advantage. Oh, big head. Your head is bigger. Let's see. Unpopular fact: everything, stocks and real estate will trend to zero in terms of Bitcoin forever. Cry harder, Cope harder. This was back in December. We did tweet this as well. This did numbers. And then I'll do this before I jump into CoinGlass. All right, so everybody knows that $3,500 headset is available, and everybody's been online tweeting about it, and everybody's been online showing, and you know, it looks cool. It looks really cool. I actually want one myself, right? But I'm not going to pay $3,500 for that because I know that they're going to come out with another version, right? In probably a year or two. It's going to be cheaper. It's going to be lighter. It's going to be faster. It's going to be better. And instead of, you know, instead of spending $3,500 on an Apple headset, which I'm sure, I mean, you can buy that as well. The thing I would recommend you do is, hey, if you have $3,500 to spend on the headset, set aside another $3,500 and buy Bitcoin as well, because you will see this in the future because we're going to talk about it. If you bought an Oculus Drift instead of Bitcoin, then you have that raggedy Oculus Drift. But if you bought Bitcoin, you'd have $1 million. So the cost of the Oculus Drift was $300 in 2012. But if you just would have bought Bitcoin instead, you'd have $1.1 million. Okay? So imagine what it's going to be in the future for those that buy this headset now. And then we fast forward a couple years, even 5 years, 10 years. Imagine how much it's going to be. Pay attention. All right. So let's jump into CoinGlass. And that would be it. That would be it. Let me just make sure. Orange juice, yeah. Okay, also check out Assets and Arbitrage that we did a video there as well. Yep. All right, so let's jump into CoinGlass. Oh, and then last thing is, so a lot of people are not savvy, business savvy. But if you are business savvy, you have a business, and if you want to learn how to obtain business credit, you can take my mentorship program. If you want to get business credit, we can help you get business credit. If you want to fix your credit, we can help you fix your credit. All right. With that being said, let's jump into CoinGlass. Let me check on my trade because I need to make sure I got my stop loss on. I got my stop loss on. Oh, I do have a stop loss on because it was triggered. Thank God. Okay, cool. All right, so CoinGlass, we are here. Let's look at the liquidations. All right, let's look at the 24-hour liquidation time frame. $38 million in Bitcoin were liquidated in the last 24 hours. In the past 24 hours, 36,560 traders were liquidated. Total of $100 million across the board. The largest liquidation happened on OKX. It's in Bitcoin, and they lost $4.69 million. Could you imagine losing $4.6 million trading because you got liquidated and you didn't set up a stop loss? It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, it's crazy out here. That's why I just told you guys. And that's why I had to double check on my trade. I'm like, yo, matter of fact, let me open up this trade because it looks like we're flagging. I'm going to open up a trade right here. I'm going to set my stop loss underneath the low. And then I'll take my take profit like I just told you guys, 45,000. Make a little bit of bread. If that fails, it fails. If it goes through, it goes through. You set it, forget it. Whatever happens, happens. All right, back to CoinGlass. All right, so let's look at the liquidation maps. And then we'll go to the heat map. This is something that I tweet to you guys as well. I always look at the 30-day time frame because 7 days or 1 day is a little bit, it's not enough data. But here we are at 49,000. We got 3 billion to be, almost 4 billion to be liquidated at 49,000. So again, I think we hit 50,000 as I explained earlier. All these things are, congruent and confluence. Confluence, is that what they say? What these traders say? So yeah, Max Payne is not down. It's actually up because we got 4 billion here, and then we have actually 7 billion at 37,000. You guys leave a comment below and let me know if you think we see $37,000 to $38,000 Bitcoin again, or do you think it's not going to go down lower? Max Payne is for a higher Bitcoin price because less people will be able to afford Bitcoin. So that's why I say that. So with that being said, that's the 30-day outlook. And now let's look at the heat map. So it's also going to show us pretty much the same thing, but it's a little bit of a better visual representation. Liquidation map. Oh, heat map. There it is. Heat map model 2. I'm going to check out that one. This must be new because I've never seen that before. All right, let's look at the 3. And this is Binance. Why is it only Binance? Symbol. All right, cool. We're going to go to the 30-day outlook. And let's see what this bad boy is showing. 42,000. We have liquidations way down here, but it looks like the most liquidations is up here at 46,000 and 49,000, 50,000. So again, it's going to show the same thing. It's just a different visual representation of it. So I hope this gives you guys a better idea of what's going on. A lot of people were liquidated as well. So let's see what we have on the models here. So you guys are going to see what I'm seeing. This is my first time using this, so we're going to discover on that model 1, model 2, what's the difference. I'm guessing what I was looking at before was model 1. I'm not sure. All right, anyways, let's click on symbol. Let's go to 1 month yet again, and we'll do 1 week as well. But first, 1 month. Okay, let's see here. What is the difference between the Model 1 and Model 2? I do not know, but let's look and see if we can spot the difference. 8 billion. So I guess a lot of people got liquidated already. Let's look at Model 1. I'm assuming this is what we already looked at. However, let's double check. We got some liquidations down at 41,000. And we have some liquidations above at 46,000. And then again, 50,000. So we shall see. Just some data here I wanted to go over with you guys. So with that being said, that is pretty much it. I think we can pop out of this flag here. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, let's draw that pole real quick. $45.5. 45.5 and 45. Did I have alert? I thought I had alert set for 45. All right, cool. We shall see. If we lose the flag, then we lose it. If not, again, I think we come down. We can head back up. Maybe a lower. And this would be higher. And then we head down. All right, so we shall see. With that being said, everybody, this is Bitcoin Chris checking out. Let me get you guys over to SwanBitcoin.com. If you are watching on YouTube or Twitter, shout out to everybody over here on IG. I'm actually streaming live on Twitter and YouTube, so if you're watching on IG, head over there. Bitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin. Head over to bitcoin.fiatdad.com to pre-order my new book on the way. Head over to my Twitter, and I'll add this Eventbrite to my link tree as well, so you guys can purchase the tickets to the Bit Party first annual. We're going to do this each and every single year moving forward, whether the price is up or down. I just want to throw a party and not do anything too serious. And they have these conferences where everything's super duper serious, and we just want to have fun. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun today. All right, let's jump back over. All right, there it is. And of course, I'm upside down. All right, so with that being said, let's see here. Tech issues per usual, but it's all good. With that being said, Bitcoin Chris checking out. I'm going to be DJing probably later on tonight, so I'll make sure to have a live stream with the DJ session. Me and DJ Candyland, of course. And with that being said, Bitcoin Chris checking out. Stack your Bitcoin and chill. Bitcoin to 50K, 69K, and then 100,000. So if you haven't stacked your Bitcoin, stack your Bitcoin and chill. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that like, share, subscribe. If you're watching on X or Twitter, hit that like, share button for me. And with that being said, God loves you. I love you. Stack your Bitcoin. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.